right, math page 303. We are going to be learning how to multiply decimals. Your assignment for today is going to be problems number 1 through 13. But before we get to that, I want to show you some examples. So if we have decimal 4, which would be 4/10 times 3/10, what does that equal? Well, in your examples that they showed you on the page, they drew this out into fractions. They did 4, there went my pencil, 4/10 times 3/10 equals what? If you remember from our previous lessons, whenever you multiply fractions, you just multiply across. 4 times 3 is 12. Then you have 10 times 10 is 100. So say this fraction 12/100ths. If you were to draw that in a decimal, you don't have any whole numbers. You have 12/100ths. That's how you multiply decimals in this way. You're going to have to do this on numbers 1, 2, and 3. They're going to give you the decimals. You're going to have to put them into fractions and then multiply across and then give your answer. You have to do it this way on numbers 1, 2, and 3. They also give you the grid, and you're going to have to shade in. So you'll have to shade in your 12 out of 100, which would be, pretend like this was 100 square. You would do a whole 10 and then 11, 12 out of the 100 squares that they have printed for you. Your next example is going to be like this, very similar to what we did yesterday. Whenever you're multiplying decimals, you're going to do it in the same way. You do not worry about the decimals until you've gotten your answer. So if I have a 2 and 7/10 times 0 and 8/10, then I'm going to just multiply my numbers the way I normally would. 8 times 7 is 56. There's your 6. Oops, I said 6 and I wrote the wrong number. There's your 6, carry your 5. Then 8 times 2 is 16. Plus 5 is going to give me 21. When you have a 0, you don't have to do anything because it's all going to be zeros. And anything you would do in the second line, you would just be adding it down. So just adding plus zeros. You don't have to worry about that 0. Once you're finished and you have your answer, look at your top number. You have at the end of the digit 1 place value, but you also have a decimal here. So whenever you scoop it over, how many times did you have to scoop your pencil? You scooped it once, then you scooped it twice. That means you have to move your decimal places 2 times. So go to the end of your digit and you're going to scoop once, twice. Your answer is going to be 2 and 16/100ths. Let's see if I can do some more examples for you. Let's see. Sorry guys, I should have had my examples already written out. Okay, so we have 4 and 2/10 times 5 and 8/10. Here's another example I'll show you. 8 times 2 is 16. There's your 6, carry your 1. 8 times 4 is 32, plus 1 more is 33. Now, just like you would normally multiply if it's a second digit, you're going to add a 0 and then you begin. 5 times 2 is 10. There's your 0, carry your 1. And then 5 times 4 is 20, plus 1 more is 21. This is what I'm talking about. You have to add down. 6 plus 0 is 6. 3 plus 0 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. And 0 and 2 is 2. Now, let's count how many decimal places. How many times do we have to swoop our pencil? At the end of the digit, you swooped once. Then right here, at the end of the digit, you're going to swoop twice. So that's 2 times you had to swoop. So go to the end of your digit, and you're going to swoop once, twice. Your answer should be 24 and 36/100ths. Oh, I think my phone is messing up. Okay, I'm not sure if y'all were able to catch all that, so I'll have to check the video, and then I'll post another video if y'all didn't get that.